Hello. So for our group, we're going to talk about natural disasters around the world and how we are going to fight against it and also give the solution. So as a table of content, we are first going to talk about what is a natural disasters. And since we have four students from Japan, one from Hong Kong, one from Thailand, and one from Canada, we're going to give every natural disaster happening in every different countries. And also, as a summarize, we will, after we talk about natural disasters happening in each country, we will give the solution and wrap it up. So as an introduction, what is natural disasters? This is a phenomenon in which human life and human social activities are damaged by a critical natural phenomenon. Since we have many kinds of disasters and many countries, each country has different disasters. And as we have four nationalities here, we will just explain about each disasters. So four of Japanese are going to give an explanation of natural disasters happening in Japan. First, why is Japan called a disaster-prone country? As a continental plate part, steep mountain range, torrential rain, and final as a residential environment part. Also, we will give an example of a disaster in Japan from earthquake, tsunami, volcanic eruption, and typhoon. We can also talk about disaster preparedness measure and give the solution.
Hong Kong is a city located in the southern part of China. Due to its geographical location, typhoon occurs frequently in Hong Kong, with a frequency of around 6 times per year. When a typhoon hits this city, it might cause multiple secondary disasters such as rainstorm, thunderstorm, flooding, and landslide. This city is particularly vulnerable to landslide because 60% of its land is mountainous. Landslides are most likely to occur during or after rainstorm, with an average of 300 landslides every year. In order to mitigate it, a technique called soil nailing is applied by the government. This technique involves soil nailing sea steel bar driven through the looser top layer of soil into the more solid ground beneath. Then connect the head of the soil nails together with a grill-like structure of steel and keep them in place. And this is Hong Kong's strategy to mitigate the landslide.
I'll be talking about the natural disasters in Thailand, which includes flooding, droughts, and tropical storm. These are the most common one. And for flooding, it would occur around May to October of every year and can lead to landslides, damage to infrastructure, and loss of life. For droughts, occurs particularly in the northeastern region, where the water shortages can affect agriculture and livelihoods. For tropical storm, it doesn't happen that regularly, but when it happens, it can cause significant damage to infrastructure and agriculture also. I'll be mentioning basic information, giving pictures and fun facts about it. And as you can see from the right is a picture of when there's flooding in Thailand. Some people would have to travel by boat, and I think that's really interesting.
So for the Canadian portion of our presentation, I'll be talking about winter storms and wildfires. For the winter storms section, I'll be talking a little bit about the effects of winter storms, what exactly is included in a winter storm, and some of the problems that salting and de-icing might have on our environment. For the wildfires section, I'll be talking about how they occur mostly in the western provinces, so in the more dry areas. How they occur, again, because of heat, dryness, lightning, and human activity. And finally, I'll talk a little bit about the effects. So damage to forests, vegetation, and habitats, and the effect that it has on humans, such as smoke inhalation and damage to our property. Of course, I'll talk a little bit about the pollution, specifically relating to how it pollutes our water and our air. And I'll also show a little bit of a heat map of where it's likely to occur.
All right, so what we just talked about is what we're going to have a final presentation. If we have something we should fix or we should prepare, let us know. And that's all for us. Thank you so much.